When will the Chrisleys back to reality air? Release date, what to expect, and more explored. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please subscribe and like it. The Chrisley family posed during a personal appearance by Savannah Chrisley at Belk at Cool Springs Galleria Mall on November 5, 2019 in Franklin, Tennessee. Image via Getty Images. The Chrisleys Back to Reality will premiere on September 1, 2025 on Lifetime at 8:00 p.m. ET. It will be a 2-hour-long episode. The further episodes will be released on September 2 and September 9, 2025, and the final is set to air on September 16, 2025. The Chrisleys Back to Reality will be a 5-episode series based on the lives of Todd Chrisley, Julie Chrisley, and their family. Todd Chrisley is a multi-millionaire real estate businessman. The Chrisleys Back to Reality will showcase the life of Todd and Julie after they are pardoned from the fraud and tax evasion charges. Lifetime teases they are doing their best to be there for each other. It shows the bond between the Chrisley family. The show also features Todd and Julie's children, Savannah, Chase, Grayson, Chloe, and 2 children of Todd from his earlier relationship. The show will follow a unique format of releasing 2 2-hour-long episodes as the premiere episodes of the show on September 1 and September 2. From the Chrisleys Back to Reality trailer, it can be deduced that the documentary drama series maintains the balance between realism and dramatizing the movements. What does the trailer of the Chrisleys Back to Reality say? The trailer of the Chrisleys Back to Reality was released on July 31, 2025 on the official channel of Lifetime. The highlight captures glimpses of the life of the Chrisleys, their thoughts, and how their life is affected after the incident. From the trailer of the Chrisleys Back to Reality, the series seems more raw and real. As Todd says in the trailer, "I have nothing to hide. I look at this as me exposing the truth, and depending on how long this interview goes, you might see more than what you bargained for." It also captures how the show filming begins and other details. While mentioning this incident from the show, Lifetime teases the Chrisleys don't know best anymore. It hints at the earlier show based on the lives of the Chrisleys, named Chrisley Knows Best, as compared to the earlier shows released by the Chrisley family. The Chrisley Back to Reality seems darker, rawer, and, as the title says, back to reality. As Lifetime stated, this series delivers an unfiltered, deeply personal look at their journey. In terms of grittiness, the Chrisleys Back to Reality differs from Chrisley Knows Best. Chrisley Knows Best is more of a comedy-driven, family reality drama. More about Chrisley Knows Best. Chrisley Knows Best was a 10-season-long series based on the life of Todd Chrisley. The first season of Chrisley Knows Best premiered in March 2014, whereas the last season, which is also the 10th season of the show, was released in February 2023. The series follows Todd Chrisley and his family. It is a documentary series. Further, the series was continued by a spin-off named Growing Up Chrisley, which focuses on Chase and Savannah Chrisley, premiered in 2019 and further carried on for 4 seasons till November 2022. The shows made the Chrisley family a household name and also gave it a strong follower base for a 10-season-long documentary series, airing for a long span of 9 years and also including a spin-off which aired for almost 3 years. Chrisley Knows Best has created a huge follower base. This can also be seen from the reactions to the trailer of the Chrisleys Back to Reality. The highly anticipated reality television return of the Chrisley family is sparking major curiosity and conversation across the entertainment landscape, with fans eager to know when the new series, The Chrisleys Back to Reality, will officially premiere. After years of both triumphs and tribulations, the family, once synonymous with over-the-top humor, lavish lifestyles, and chaotic Southern charm, is stepping back into the public spotlight at one of the most transformative chapters of their lives. with Todd and Julie Chrisley having endured federal prison sentences and their children navigating personal growth, heartbreak, and resilience. This new chapter arrives with more emotional weight and intrigue than any previous installment of their reality empire. The question of when the series will air, what exactly audiences can expect, and how this show will balance entertainment with raw storytelling has turned the Chrisleys back to reality into one of the most watched developments. While the network has remained strategic in its rollout of teasers, what is known is that the Chrisleys Back to Reality is being positioned as both a continuation and a reinvention of the Chrisley brand. For years, Chrisley Knows Best provided lighthearted family comedy driven by Todd Chrisley's flamboyant wit and Julie's grounding influence. But the new series will dive into more vulnerable and dramatic territory. The release window is expected to align with the fall television season, giving networks the opportunity to capitalize on family audiences and returning reality TV viewers as the colder months set in. Though no official date has been stamped on the calendar just yet, insiders suggest that the production team is deep in post-production, aiming for a premiere that balances the family's eagerness to reconnect with fans against the meticulous editing required to handle such sensitive material. What sets the Chrisleys Back to Reality apart from its predecessor is not just the family's changed circumstances, but the cultural weight of their story. Todd and Julie's prison sentences made international headlines, transforming them from reality TV darlings into the center of one of the most talked-about white-collar crime cases in recent years. Their return to television following release will mark the first time viewers get to hear directly from them about how prison shaped their lives, their faith, and their marriage. For longtime followers of the family, this promises an unprecedented look into the resilience and survival instincts of a household that once defined itself by opulence and perfectionism. Savannah Chrisley, who has become the family's most vocal advocate and spokesperson during her parents' incarceration, is also expected to play a central role in the new series. Through her podcast Unlocked, she has already given listeners raw and unfiltered commentary about what her family has endured, making her one of the most relatable and authentic figures in reality television today. On the show, audiences can expect Savannah to continue that openness while balancing her responsibilities as a guardian to her younger siblings and her own personal journey of self-discovery. Her willingness to confront difficult truths while holding onto her humor and charm makes her a key anchor of the show's emotional core. Chase Chrisley, known for his comedic timing and misadventures on Chrisley Knows Best, will also return, but in a much more mature role. The years away from cameras, coupled with the family's hardships, have given him a sharper perspective on life. Viewers should anticipate seeing a more grounded Chase, who still carries his signature playfulness, but now applies it within the context of a family trying to rebuild trust, stability, and hope. His growth could become one of the most compelling arcs, proving that even those once cast as comedic relief can step into deeper and more layered storytelling. Nanny Faye, a fan favorite whose unfiltered personality often stole the spotlight, remains the beating heart of the Chrisley clan, having supported her son Todd and the rest of the family through their darkest hours. Her role in Back to Reality is expected to balance humor with wisdom. Fans can look forward to her no-nonsense takes, but also a deeper emotional portrayal of a mother and grandmother who held everything together while her family was fractured by scandal. Nanny Faye's resilience and loyalty will remind viewers why she remains one of the most beloved figures in the franchise. Thematically, the show is expected to explore redemption, forgiveness, and faith. Unlike earlier seasons of Chrisley Knows Best that often highlighted extravagant vacations, playful pranks, and the luxury of Southern living, Back to Reality will shine a light on the consequences of fame, the pain of separation, and the healing that comes with second chances. Audiences may see fewer designer shopping trips and more heart-to-heart conversations, fewer staged family disputes, and more authentic storytelling about trauma, resilience, and personal accountability. In many ways, the new series has the opportunity to be one of the most raw and groundbreaking reality shows of the year. Producers also understand that the balance between entertainment and sensitivity will be delicate. The Chrisleys' legal troubles were not fictionalized plot points, but real-life events that impacted not just their lives, but the lives of many who followed their story. Thus, the show will need to walk a fine line between providing catharsis and avoiding exploitation. That this is one reason why post-production is taking extra care, as editors aim to preserve authenticity while ensuring the narrative does not alienate viewers or trivialize what the family has gone through. Industry analysts predict that the show's premiere could generate ratings gold. The combination of returning fans who followed Chrisley, knows best religiously, and curious onlookers drawn to the scandal and comeback narrative makes Back to Reality a unique offering in today's crowded reality TV market. Streaming platforms are also expected to play a role in extending the reach of the show, potentially making it available on demand for a broader audience beyond traditional cable viewers. The buzz surrounding the series indicates that networks are confident in its ability to not only reignite interest in the Chrisley brand, but also to contribute to broader cultural conversations about resilience, justice, and second chances in America. As the countdown to the release continues, fans are already flooding social media with speculation, excitement, and cautious optimism. Many are eager to see Todd and Julie back on screen, wondering how prison has changed them and whether they will approach fame with a new sense of humility. Others are most excited to see Savannah, Chase, and Nanny Faye continue their dynamic interactions, offering a mix of humor and sincerity that has always been the backbone of the Chrisley franchise. The uncertainty of the release date only fuels anticipation, with every teaser clip or cryptic social media post generating viral discussion. Ultimately, the Chrisleys' Back to Reality represents more than just a television comeback. It is a cultural moment, an opportunity for one of reality TV's most polarizing families to redefine themselves in the public eye. It promises to be an exploration of what happens when the cameras keep rolling after scandal, when the glossy facade of fame is shattered, and when a family must pick up the pieces in front of millions. Whenever the series does air, one thing is clear: audiences will be watching closely, eager to see whether the Chrisleys can once again capture the nation's attention not with excess, but with honesty, healing, and the undeniable entertainment that only they can deliver. Stay tuned for more updates. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.